Loading screen is brought to you by Mike and Ike.
Kid, good!
What goes on in your head?
There's a new NPC. There's just so many new things that I think it's going to bring.
There's layers to this game that has people loving it.
Not now, Mom. I'm doing a podcast. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Jacob.
Have you ever just gotten really, like, sweaty? When
Sweaty?
you're gaming super
Dude,
hard?
You took the words out of my mouth.
Dude, it's just sometimes you're trying to clutch up, but you can't help that back sweat.
No.
You can't help that.
What about the butt sweat?
Oh, it's
We
the
all get it,
worst,
chat.
Alex. I hate the butt sweat. And I think that's
What are we
why
gonna
I
do
love
about
my
it?
chair so much, Alex.
Your chair?
My chair right here. Mavics.
I have a Mavics chair.
So let me talk to you a little bit about this chair, Alex. When I'm sweating out of my butt, when
Nobody
I'm getting
likes
that
sweating out of their butt.
back sweat, when things are just not like looking hygienic, this chair's got my back. It's got my back, Alex, and it makes sure that things.
Does it have your back
Things are
and your
great.
butt?
It's got my butt back, my back butt. It's pretty sweet, Alex. Just like Mike and Ike. You know, when
Love
I'm
Mike and
gaming,
Ike.
sometimes I need a little extra boost, you know?
Yeah.
One
What's
of
the
these
best-
dots, good to go.
But aren't they just large Tic Tacs?
Alex, you dumb, naive fool.
I am an idiot.
How could you say that, blasphemy? They make Tic Tacs look like cockroaches, you know? They're just that good.
Gross.
That good,
I don't
dude.
want cockroach Tic Tacs. I want Mike and Ike's.
That's why you gotta eat Mike and Ike's, the tastiest candy out there, everybody. And a proud sponsor of Loading
Of today's
Screen.
show. And now that we've got
Hi.
that out of the way, chat, let's dive in. Jacob.
So today,
Thumbs up,
open your
Jacob.
textbooks. Woohoo!
Okay.
Hi, everybody. How you
Hello.
doing today? Yeah. Hi. Hope you guys are all doing great.
Yeah. Anyway.
We've had a little bit of a thingy that I'd like to talk about before we get into the show.
A little bit
I
of a
was
thingy.
watching. Anyway, I was watching your stream a little bit last night while I was grinding Valorant,
Yeah.
and I noticed you hit a very big part.
Of the Shadowbringers DLC, yes.
Mhm.
Expansion,
Mhm.
yes. I did.
Would you like to talk about it all?
Let's just say, when a game can evoke emotion
Hello.
out of you,
Hey, baby.
and I'm not talking blood-curdling rage like Call of Duty multiplayer, I'm talking emotions, like you get choked up. That's a good game to me. And Shadowbringers does that. That's why it's called Feelsbringers.
Feels.
Feelsbringers, that's what people call it.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. Good
Well,
morning.
that's pretty.
Just
that's
play the
pretty
greatest
dope,
game
dude.
of all time, Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein is sick.
Wolfenstein's a good game.
Morning number.
I mean, like, how else? I mean, is there any better way to just mow down Nazis than in a fluid Doom game-like flow?
No.
There's no better way. This song is very, like, eerie. Why is this on this playlist?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know, Home Slice.
All right, let's put this song
I
on.
don't know.
Well, anyway, chat, welcome to the stream. We're going to dive into a few discussions. One of our biggest discussion is what game has the best competitive experience. And I see CS. We can end the stream now. LOL. There's a few other games that I want to know. You know, and there aren't many games out right now that have a good competitive experience. Call of Duty's competitive experience, butt cheeks. And you know what's worse than butt cheeks, Jacob?
What's worse than butt cheeks?
Sweaty
Alex?
butt cheeks. Get yourself a Mavics chair. Mesh bottom. You'd never know the difference that it makes until you try it out.
They're pretty baller. Pretty baller. I don't know, man. When I think like the best competitive gaming, I guess it comes down to a couple things, right? Like the ideal competitive experience, one, some sort of like built-in planning for like clan battles. I think would be fucking sick.
All right. I'm with you on that. I think
I'm thinking back. All right, so I think high school clans is where a lot of people started their first clan, right?
uh-huh.
The pressure on a clan leader is weird. well, let's hope. Anyways, scheduling matches can be a bitch. It can be a pain in the ass, dude.
It is a bitch.
So if there's anything that could be implemented in game, whether it's even like hey, if you're doing a clan, you can schedule matches, post your available times. Mm-hmm. Another team can connect with you, and then you just get into like a voice chat for like 5 minutes. Just be like, hey, we're gonna play 7 p.m. EST. Cool. We'll meet up. Blah blah blah. I think that'd be sick.
I agree with that.
Rocket League and Siege. I really do think, and I've said this before, Rocket League is one of the perfect competitive games. I think it has room for every player to shine, and when you actually get teamwork flowing, you can do some nasty stuff. You can just get crazy.
So we're going to dive deeper into that conversation pretty soon. We do have some news. For those of you that came by our stream yesterday morning during the Pokemon Showcase, thank you for being there. It was a lot of fun, I think. We've had a lot of time to digest the material that we have seen, so we're going to dive into that. But I want to announce real quick, I believe next week or the following week, we're going to be announcing yet another new segment to the show. So you guys saw Steamy Steam reviews if you were here on Tuesday. We have another thing that we're adding into the show. Loading Screen is going to be having its own Discord, okay? But with that Discord comes a really cool segment where we're going to bring callers into the stream.
That's right. You guys are going to be able to interact with us.
If you guys act like animals, I will ban you so hard. But you guys will be able to call into the stream.
I'm excited.
Call into the stream. I don't know what the topics are going to be yet, whether it's like airing your dirty gaming laundry or
Morning, Blueberry.
Or like, just discussion topics. I think that's something that we want to do. We're going to have people call in. It's going to be really cool. You guys, that's terrifying. Good luck. Thank you. But don't worry, it will be moderated. It'll be moderated. We have our producer Leary, who you guys may have seen if you were in the show on Tuesday for the Steamy Steam reviews, and he'll be keeping a tight ship. Tight ship.
Get out of there!
Hey, you! Okay, so anyway, welcome to the stream, everybody. This is Loading Screen episode 120. Long intro today, Jacob, but I think well needed. Much needed.
Yeah, so with that, let's hop into the first topic. Going over a little bit from yesterday. I want to know, chat, what your opinions are from Pokemon Arceus and BDSP. Because we got some cool releases
yesterday.
BDSM. Yeah. Breedable Diamond, Submissive Pearl.
I'm so upset. So, who watched the showcase yesterday? I know there were a few people that watched it here. This got dark. Yes, it did. Jacob, I'll be honest with you. Okay, you ready? And I don't want to give out any spoilers because you may have spoiled something from yesterday, but I deliberately asked for it, so I'm not mad about it. Though I am a little upset. I wish I went into Ark-ee-us knowing. By the way, some of the editing and why would you?
I don't get why they decided to wait. Go back to that one.
What?
Did they fuck it up? At the bottom right, there's black.
Yeah, no. Look. They try to do these angles. Look at these angles here.
Pause it at the next one. Wait, keep going. Pause. At the bottom right, you see that black? They fucked it up. They didn't do anything with the 3D plane.
Dude.
Yo!
You know the difference between their editing team and our editing team, Jacob? Is that would never happen. Why? Because it would never get through me.
Wow, that had to have gone through so many things. Yeah, honestly, it is annoying. I noticed that. I played like 3 games of Comp and Val yesterday. Anytime a girl speaks, the dynamic changes so fucking hard. It's kind of upsetting.
Pisses me off.
It's really
I'm
weird.
fortunate that I don't have to deal with that. But like,
well, Pikachu and assless chaps.
But Jacob, when you heard it, did you stick up? Did you do anything about it?
Yeah, usually when it happens, I just tell it because it's always a guy. It's rarely a girl yelling at a girl.
Yeah.
I usually just tell him to shut up.
Will it feature Pikachu and assless chaps?
I hope
see.
it does.
So Mega, a lot of what you say is like off the wall, my friend. But hey, we appreciate it here. Okay, so
I love Mega.
So
here's my thoughts. Right?
I haven't played Diamond or Pearl because I didn't have DS. I had the first DS. I didn't have any of the other DSs, so I missed out on a lot of these Pokemon. Granted, I'm still not the biggest fan of a lot of the newer generations of Pokemon, past 2 or 3. So I'm kind of...
For me, 4 was the sweet spot.
What was this gen?
This was Gen 4. This was right after Helmet, right after Ruby and Sapphire. This was the first big DS game. And I gotta tell you, dude, it hit fucking hard. They literally, oh my god, they predicted the Apple Watch. So you get this thing called the Poketch in this, Alex. I completely forgot about this. Was this even mentioned in the trailer? I don't think it was.
I don't think it was.
You get this. All right, so you get the Jubilife City, right? And this clown walks up to you, Alex, and goes, "Yo, kid, you want to watch?" And you know, you're like, "Of course I do." He goes, "Okay, go find my 3 clowns." Okay. So you go into these dark alleys and you find them. They're like, "Oh, you found me! Here's a watch voucher." And then you exchange the vouchers for this dope ass watch, dude.
Okay.
And this watch does everything.
Oh, can't see it. There's my Apple Watch.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were raising your hand.
No, so like this is brand new to me. So like here's the thing. The one thing I don't like about where the direction Pokemon has been going is I don't like how everything is a Pokemon anymore. Like there's a trash bag as a Pokemon. There's a spatula as a Pokemon. There's a coal mining cart as a Pokemon. Like me being the purist that I am, now granted, there are like magnets and stuff that are Pokemon in Gen 1, but like Gen 1 just hits different for me because it's like, to me, Pokemon are supposed to be like animals, but like I get it, they're monsters. I get monsters can pretty much be anything. But Zenkuro, I'm kind of curious what you see, I'm kind of curious why you think Gen 4 hits different. Like what about it? So like I said, I didn't have a DS growing up, so I didn't have access to all these games, and quite frankly, I didn't really like the generation of Pokemon after 2. That's why I'm hyped for Arceus, because Cyndaquil, that's my favorite Pokemon of all time. Anyway, okay, so let's talk about this.
Dude. So just to hype up the starters, a gift of a Manaphy egg. I completely missed that. Hell yeah! 12 kickballs. Oh.
Early purchase bonuses.
Quick balls are cheap.
I started way back. Yeah, I played Gen 1 and 2. But anyway.
So, dude, having 3 different gens of starters to pick from, I'm excited and hoping that as we continue with the next Pokemon games, they continue to give us random starters that you can pick from.
That'd be cool.
I think that's awesome. Even with just like a new game plus where the starters get randomized, and I hope they add a randomizer feature at some point. So it's all over the place though, dude.
Well,
but yeah, dude, Gen 4 hits hard.
Well, so let me tell you this. The reason I'm excited for this is because it seems like a straight up remake. Like it doesn't seem like let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee. That like introduced an entirely new mechanic in terms of like catching Pokemon and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then you know, Sword and Shield was just Sword and Shield. I didn't like that much at all. And this seems like a true pure remake of an old gen game.
Yo, everyone.
Which is why I'm excited for it.
Stop! Everyone just keeps shit talking Trubbish. Stop!
I can't.
Trash bag, but Trubbish is cool. Trubbish is cool.
No, you know what Trubbish is? A garbage of Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. That's what's cool about it, dude.
No, that's not cool. Give me an animal, bro. Give me a fish that eats other fish.
What's a Magnemite? It's a fucking magnet. What do you mean?
How old was Jacob when Gen 4 came out? How old were you, Jacob?
When did Gen 4 come out? Was that 2006?
Doom, I'm with you on that one. Nico's favorite gen was this one, I think.
Yeah, I was 10. I was 10 when this came out.
So this had to have been like the first one you played. Or one of the first ones you played.
No. The first Pokemon, I played Pokemon when I was like 3. I couldn't even read.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your mom used to read it for you.
Yeah. I had a Nidorino that was like level 70 that I steamrolled through the game. I didn't know how to evolve with a Moonstone or anything.
That's like
I would have to ask my mom to save the game. Be like, Mom, I want to take a nap. Save my game.
Gen 4 dropped, I was 9. Yeah, see, like I was like I think 5 or 6 when Gen 1 dropped, or when I played Gen 1. That's to me that's the French kiss of Pokemon there. Not that anybody should be French kissing Pokemon. But I digress.
Gen 4 is weird though in a way that it came out so polished that for a long time people were saying, how would you remake this? How would you like amp this up?
Yeah.
And so far from what I'm seeing, like the art style looks great. I think the cutscenes are cool. More so than not, though, it's just kind of a big graphic kind of
overhaul.
Like uplift. And I'm kind of fine with it, to be honest. This gen was so fun, and especially now that I have a lot of theories, and I'm trying not to talk about them too much because I don't want to spoil anyone, but I think this game, lore-wise, is going to be very, very, very important to Arceus.
Okay, so I want to get into that now.
Okay.
I want to get into that now. For those of you, by the way, Ghosty, Jacob's first adult decision that he made for himself when he graduated college was to get braces again.
Braces.
Okay,
again.
But let me tell you this: now that Jacob has braces, as soon as he gets those braces off, chat, we're adding this call-in segment. It can't just be a flood of asking Jacob on a date. Okay.
It's not gonna be that at all. Very funny, haha.
Yeah. Until Blaine gets a hold of it.
I miss Blaine. I wish he wasn't so busy.
I do too. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Now,
you look like you still asking him out for a nap. Not gonna lie.
That's what spurred what I said, Jacob. Wait, hold on. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Call of Duty Vanguard in a second. Okay. I'm drinking seltzer and coffee at the same time today, chat. So excuse my piggish, airy ways.
Dude, so speaking of some base nasty goes savage chat, have you ever just been playing an online game? Not to derail too much, but someone will just be annoying you and you just decide, like, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to destroy this person. Like, they're being obnoxious or something. You just go, like, listen here, you little shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, people give ninja shit, right? For, like, yelling at that kid. Now, granted, you probably shouldn't yell at children. But, like, if somebody was tilting me and just nagging me in a competitive game, like, I don't know what I'd say.
Jake, I fucking love playing with Jake because he's one of the best shit talkers I've ever had. We had this one obnoxious person, super, super obnoxious, being like, what's your rank? What's your rank? I'm like, oh, I'm gold. They're like, oh, well, I'm diamond, so whatever. And Jake just goes, listen here, you're fucking 4-2, you're an Oompa Loompa, no one cares what you're saying, you dumb little shit. And then as we're playing later, they're like, the guy's like, so what do you think of me? And then the Jet voice line comes on. It's like, come here, you little shit. And
that's amazing.
Then the guy gets stoned. So, sorry, I keep derailing today, guys. There's so much to talk about.
Okay, so let me just tell. No, you're okay, dude. I see, but Jake is so good at games that he can do that.
Jake's fucking nasty.
He's always the top of the leaderboard, no matter what he plays. Except when I 1v1 him on Call of Duty, then he rage quits.
Then he just gets destroyed.
So, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
So Arceus is so cool. So
okay, hold on, time out. Arceus.
Do we, as a collective, everyone here, are we calling it Arceus or Arceus?
No. It's not the collective. It's what the Nintendo company calls it. It's what the Pokemon company calls the game.
Can you go on like Google and just type in Arceus and have Google pronounce
No, you know what
it?
I'll do? You know what I'll do? I'm going to look up the first trailer, okay? I'm going to look up the first trailer. You know what? Pause this. We don't deserve music right now, okay? Pokemon Arceus. Okay, hold on. Now, I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but hold on.
Here, I have a video. How to pronounce Arceus correctly from January.
Okay. Here, wait. Necro says it here.
Does she?
Yeah, just give me a sec while it loads.
Okay.
It's pronounced... okay, thanks, Ghosty. Fucking asshole.
Fucking Poopy does the same thing, too.
While
you
in
guys
the
are
mountains
assholes.
and seas, Pokemon roamed as they pleased.
Hold on, let's see the end. Did she announce it?
A certain village bustled with the comings and goings of people.
Bustled.
While in the mountains and seas, Pokemon roamed as they pleased.
I didn't realize the rhyme the first time watching that.
Hold on, this is... If you guys are listening through the podcast, we're just listening for the pronunciation of Arceus. We should just call Necra and ask her.
Can we do a poll?
All right, real shit. Here.
Yeah, see, it's right there. Arceus.
Okay. Necra, say something. Okay. I got nothing, chat.
Here. Watch the video I just sent you. This is where we're gonna figure it out right now.
What?
Hold on, I'm gonna do a poll. How do I do a poll? Help me. Pull it up.
You need to have our dashboard up there, guy.
Dashboard.
You know, just when we think the show's going to be fairly quick, we get into a
dashboard.
Anyway.
And then
Okay, so
Arceus for Arceus.
I hate you guys. Okay, so Jacob, let's dive into this. So in the beginning, I wasn't too I was kind of nervous about this. I wasn't very excited about this game because it's like there's no gym leaders. We only saw one town, and it's like, all right, well, what the fuck is the point of a Pokemon game with no gym leaders? But after further consideration, Jacob's a slideshow right now. After further deliberation of, like, you know, talking with Jacob and Nico and some of the other editors, chat, I was made aware that this is like before all of that existed. And so, like, I'm like, okay, great. So it's just an exploration game now at this point. If Pokemon Arceus is an exploration game, it will become very boring for me. There has to be an ending, final boss type of thing that I need to train to beat.
There's going to be.
I know. And you said that. And once you said that and you kind of explained a few things, now granted, you spoiled it for me, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. But
I want to talk to you. I don't know how to say this without spoiling it. Okay, so this takes place before any other Pokemon game. First off, this region is fucking massive, and Mount Coronet is right at the center of it, known as one of the biggest mountains, biggest volcanoes in all of Pokemon.
Okay.
What if this is the Pangea? This is before the separation, okay? Additionally, Arceus is the legendary here, who is just a fucking god, literally a god. When gods are awakened, I think this is going to be a fight of ideology. This is going to be a bigger concept. We might not even see battles for quite some time. I'm hoping that this game ends with such a big fight with you and one other person saying, like, I do not agree with you. Pokemon should be separate, while you're saying, no, they're our friends. And then this person's screaming, no, they're slaves. And I refuse to allow this anymore. And the first Pokemon battle breaks out. Which is terrible, because having a Pokemon battle, innately, as pretentious as it sounds, is encouraging that horrible behavior. Even though it's done for sport later and they say the Pokemon like it. It gets really complicated. However, right now, you're an explorer. You're researching for your whole town. Because Pokemon are terrifying right now, Alex. People don't know what they are.
Yeah, they're unknown.
They don't have the information. They're scary. It's terrifying.
Except
you see some
guy.
Pokemon that are cool. Yeah, except for him. He's fucking lit. He's awesome. I love Growlithe.
That's what I'm saying. Rated R battles, dude.
It's cool. And then we see there's one part in the big trailer where an Ursaring just goes for you. Like, you're in danger. You have to roll away, or it is going to slash you with these claws that can cut buildings.
So,
and I think it's nuts, dude. This is kind of like the first representation of getting a Pokedex, of working towards something.
Yeah, so after you explained that to me, it kind of meant a little bit more. Like, I was like, oh, how's a Pokemon game not going to have gyms and everything? But this is clearly the time before Pokemon and humans really had any type of relationship. Mm-hmm. And so all I will say, I'm not going to do spoilers, but what I'll say is, from what I got out of it, now granted these two could live on their own, but what I got out of it was, like, Nico and Jacob basically said, like, we highly recommend you play Diamond and Pearl to kind of understand a certain element within this game. Now, granted, Jacob and Nico don't know where this game is going to go or what it's going to become, but there are certain things that there's a little correlation here that it's like, okay,
dude, this this remake, I think part of the remake too wasn't to it wasn't to take anything back. I think it's to add on a lot of small details.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear a lot of little lore things, and it's gonna be from NPCs scattered throughout, just these small little lines. They're gonna make us think, oh my god, this is all connected.
Yeah,
This
so
is it.
I'm gonna pause it here. So I come from a time where I only knew Team Rocket. I didn't know there was another enemy team because like I said, I haven't played these Pokemon in so long. Nope, I don't know. That's it. Nope, I'm not going to say anything because that'll spoil. We're getting into spoiler territory, and I don't want to. But
It's
basically,
not complete. It's still a theory. Nothing's confirmed.
Okay, it's
so
still
it's
a
not
theory.
Spoiler.
Well, here, chat.
I say we fucking go into it.
Okay.
I know Nico and I are working on a bigger video, but I kind of want to get it out in the air and hear what everyone thinks.
All right. So, and here's because I saw it. So Jacob, I saw the Diamond and Pearl video. Right? And let me just say, hold on, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I'm gonna say something that and all of a sudden, so like the fact that there weren't gym battles and whatnot, it kind of helped me grasp with this a little bit more and be like, oh, okay, maybe Arceus is going to be a good game, right? So it kind of helped flip the switch of my doubting.
This is the game that makes there a reason for gym leaders. I really think that we're gonna see a catastrophe. We're gonna see things that blow up, things that destroy, actual damage that makes people rethink and go, we need some sort of protection. Look at this logo.
Team Galactic and Team Rocket, and everybody knows, okay, look at this logo. This is Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Now, this is why I need to beat Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, one of the two, before Arceus comes out. Look at this logo. And
That's
then
Team
look
Galactic's
at this Arceus trailer. And look at the research facility. Look at that logo there. Here, we'll make it larger.
Make it larger.
Look at that.
All right, continue.
Okay.
Continue. Yeah, continue the trailer until we get to the person.
All right.
So, I believe right now that you are working for the bad guys in the very beginning of the game.
See, that makes it
All right?
juicy.
So, right when we get to this NPC, pause. Go back. Go back. Not that guy.
This guy.
You know it's not
This guy
that
looks
guy. One more.
Really? That guy looks like a bad guy to me. You think it's the dude at the desk.
It's the dude at the desk is an ancestor of Cyrus, who's the leader of Team Galactic. So Cyrus's whole idea and ideology was like, I want to go back in time, or I want to change space. So Dialga's the Pokemon of time. Palkia is the one of space, like dimension shifting.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter what you played, his whole goal was, I want to go back in time and change it so that people and Pokemon were separate, that they never interacted, okay? So the whole idea about this right now is you're working for this guy, an ancestor of Cyrus, keep in mind, you, who's most likely working on the Pokedex. So you're gathering all this information for this guy. This is possibly one of the best written villains we'll have in a Pokemon series because he's fucking smart. He's doing this intelligently. He's doing this under a cover-up that he's helping the good of everyone. But really, dude, he's working for his own idea.
Dude, it's literally just the G stretched out. That's what it is.
It's just the G stretched out. On top of it too, Alex, Giratina, like the Pokemon of fucking hell, maybe that's what's causing all these Pokemon to go rampant. Maybe that's what's going to be towards the end, is that Giratina's released all these catastrophes. We have a Pokemon now who's just fucking fueled by the souls of his enemies, which is just dark.
Yeah.
That's my theory right now, and I'm relatively confident at some point we're going to face a betrayal. We're going to have that he leaves with all of the data. We're going to have to go find about Mount Coronet, and then we're going to experience a fight with Arceus, Dialga, and Palkia, similar to that we do with like the big three birds from the Pokemon 2000 movie.
So this is
And
why
the whole island is going to separate, and it's all going to be because of that. Meaning, this contains almost every region.
Like they're gonna break the very fabric of
the world.
Of the world.
Yeah. Wait, so he wants it to be that they never became friends, or humanity never became dependent on them. He never wanted humanity become dependent on them because of how Pokemon could be used as weapons. So it's something that wasn't explored too much. It was kind of leaned on because, hypothetically, if Pokemon existed and war happens, which it would, think of the catastrophe someone could cause with one fire Pokemon. So he's doing it for good reasons that are somewhat justified, and then to make sure that kids know he's still an asshole, he'll like kick a Pokemon in the gut every once in a while.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hey, fuck that guy! He sucks.
So
That's my
hearing
theory.
all of
That's
that,
what I
and
think right now.
me not playing Diamond and Pearl and not knowing, you know, the new bad guys, not the new bad guys, but the other bad guys. I'm like, okay, I kind of want to finish Diamond and Pearl before I jump into Arceus, because there's apparently,
You're gonna be so
based on
excited.
our theory, there's some connection there. Okay, moving on. It's a 30-minute show already. Okay, moving on. Anyway, I'm excited for it. I was excited for it, and then I came down from that high, and now I'm back up. Now I'm like, all right. As long as there's like a main villain or person that we end up fighting at the end that I can work toward, I don't want to just be like a Pokemon Snap game where you walk around and take pictures. But like, I want to.
It's not. Diamond and Pearl are not like that at all. Again,
I'm talking about
I really
Arceus, though.
Oh, we'll see. I hope it won't be. I really hope it won't be. And I don't think it will right now. I have very high expectations. I'm trying to keep them low, but
Yeah.
this is going to be sick.
Yeah. Same thing here. Same thing here, baby.
Thanks, Jake. I appreciate that.
All right, moving on. We have Call of Duty Vanguard is gonna be teased in at 1:30 Eastern time, right? 11:30 Pacific, 1:30 Eastern. And so, you know, this is kind of more of a quick hit, if anything.
130, yep.
This is kind of a quick hit more than anything. You know, we talked about this a lot, Jacob, so I don't want to like dive into it too much. My thing is like, I want, like, if they're going back to World War II yet again, I want this to be like a dark Call of Duty. Like, make it dark.
I do too.
And I want it to be
Yeah.
on the new engine. I want it, please, on the new engine, please. The Modern Warfare engine, granted, I know Modern Warfare had its issues, but like visually, and I hope it's on that engine. Any other words before we go move on, Jacob?
Nope, you said everything I was going to.
Okay. Cool. All right. Nice. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic is Cyberpunk 2077. So, apparently Cyberpunk 2077, they had a stream, and it's surprise surprise, left fans unimpressed. Now, with that being said, there was apparently a bunch of like updates that came out, the 1.3 patch, right? This game won't die. It's kind of crazy. But it, you know, I mean, basically this article goes on to say that like even the updates and everything that they've announced has left everybody like, oh, what the fuck, who cares? But fans are hard to please. Fans are hard to please because it's left a bad stain in their mouth. Like I said a million times, every time this topic comes up, play the game. If you haven't played it yet, now's a good time to jump into the game. Play it. It's a good game. Just enjoy it. All right? Quit with all the hate. Just enjoy it. Jacob, anything on this topic?
One of the biggest letdowns of COVID, not going to lie. Jake, I swore that you played this and had a lot of fun with it. But
well, Jake, you beat it. You beat the game.
Beat it.
I beat it too. I had a great ending. I really enjoyed it, but you know, I'm also very biased towards CD Projekt Red. I love their work.
I think I'm gonna go back and beat it, not doing anything extra, and just steamroll through the straight storyline and see what ending I get.
Yeah, I think you should.
I hope I get the.
You might end up
ending.
enjoying it after that too, dude.
The one where they go, V, you're gonna die.
I can't.
And then I go, no.
My hair is like
Bruce!"
untamable today. Okay, everybody knows there's a mass exodus from World of Warcraft, right, guys? Mass exodus from World of Warcraft. Asmongold predicts massive changes to World of Warcraft. Well, no shit, you lost half your player base. Not just that, your company is on thin ice, right? So like
very thin.
Very thin. So, you know, this article basically just goes on to say now, you know, a lot of people have moved. Basically, Asmongold, if you guys don't know, Asmongold and a lot of other big World of Warcraft streamers have switched to Final Fantasy, which is fucking awesome. But, you know, there's a reason for that. So he believes that there's going to be a lot of changes coming to World of Warcraft. And he goes on to say, WoW needed this. They needed this because odds are the executives and the leadership that's in charge of the game will see this and they will restructure the team. And I guarantee you that they will. That is big because a lot of times you know, in order to see those changes with those games, especially with Activision, right? Like, that's why a Call of Duty comes out every year. That's why a Call of Duty sucks every year, but it still sells. Well, I got news for you. Those executives at the top, they're like, we can still make a shit ton of money and put half-ass it. So, you know, I think, you know, the people spoke up when they switched. When they switched, so.
I've seen a lot of people very happy switching to Final Fantasy 14. It seems like the community's a lot nicer, too. I don't see a lot of people switching back.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
moving on to the next one. We're flying through these now. Jacob, talk to me about this one, because this one kind of, I heard this, and it kind of made me a little pissed off.
Fortnite made a mode that's literally just Among Us, and they kind of just fucking ripped it. Like, straight up just kind of fucking stole it.
Do you think there was like a deal in place between the two companies?
No. So when you go down, you can hear one of the developers was like, I would have loved if they would have talked to us about this, but
really?
Like, we didn't. Here, scroll down. I think that tweet is it. He says,
I mean, that's what Fortnite does. They steal everybody's shit. They steal everybody's ideas. That's what they do.
You scroll down more.
Everybody,
right,
dude. Do you guys think that's fucked up? Do you guys think it's fucked up that Epic and Fortnite just steal people's ideas and put them into their game? Do you guys think that's fucked up? I do.
It's just like,
really? Puns, meta.
Really?
Puns.
Fortnite's us.
So we didn't patent Among Us mechanics. I don't think that leads to a healthy game industry. Is it really that hard to put 10% more effort into putting your own spin on it, though?
Yeah, the problem is the map is so similar. Like, they flipped electrical, med bay, and connected security to cafeteria. People like joke people online. So the one guy, Porter, he was like, I wasn't even around for the development of Skeld, which was one of the first Among Us maps. He's like, I'm still kind of offended. They just kind of ripped it. What's weird is, you would think Fortnite would have reached out and made a big like marketing campaign.
Dude, it's not like Epic doesn't have the money for it.
I know.
But you know, the problem is, the loophole there, Jacob, is like they didn't patent the mechanics.
I know. It just gets down to legal jargon that's kind of annoying and frustrating for everyone. So that's all I really had to say. I just wanted to tell you guys about it. I'll let you know if it continues, but it's ridiculous. Isn't Epic still in that legal battle with Apple too? And then
dude,
they just
Epic,
did this?
yeah. Half of Epic's budget goes to
Among Us joins the server on the lawsuit then.
Dude, absolutely insane.
It's the can I copy your homework meme. Completely poopy.
Absolutely nuts. So this one,
that bad, I could be copyright infringement.
I know.
It could be, honestly.
When Fortnite pays off all these people, I know. I want to be in the room. I know. And Jake, you and I will be there and be like, so like, you know, I eat breakfast and that character eats breakfast in that cutscene, so you owe me some money too. Just saying. Just gonna slide something under the rug. Anyway, okay, moving on to the next topic. Now, this might not be. Not everybody's a sports game fan, but I will say this: Madden 22 is, you know, the early previews for United We Rise mode are anticipated more anticipated features. So the big thing here, I was reading this article yesterday, and I just wanted to point it out there, that for those of you guys that played Madden, was it 20? Might have been 20.
I don't know, man. I don't play sports games.
I
know.
Too hard. I know. But there's a storyline driven career mode, and they're bringing back the career mode. Now, you know, I didn't play Madden 21, so it might have been there. But there's a bunch of articles kind of like pushing this United We Rise story campaign thing. And what I thought was really cool is that this story mode, and if you guys like football or you watch football or you like Madden or whatever, I'm kind of an every other year purchaser kind of thing when it comes to sports games, because you don't really see changes year to year. You'll pretty much see some changes year over year, every other year. But considering there hasn't been an NCAA football game in 8 years, so with this career mode, you can play. There's different things to this. So there's the road to the draft. There's a class progression system, a linebacker position, which you can play in the career mode, and more. But what I find cool to this is the colleges that your player in the story mode can choose from are Clemson, Florida, LSU, Miami, Michigan State. That pisses me off. Nebraska, Oklahoma, Oregon,
Why?
Texas, and USC. Just rivalry. And USC.
Okay.
And that whole college experience is pretty fucking cool. That like we've been without an NCAA game for a long time. The fact that you can play some college games as part of the story is really, really cool. And there's not much more that I have to say about this, but here, this tweet here, the biggest gift we can give franchise players is the ability to walk away with a story. So like, I personally really like that. I like when sports games have that element in there. So like, I'm all about that. I'm all about that. There's not much more on that I want to say, other than the fact that, you know, if you guys are interested in Madden or you think you might like story-driven games, this is the one for you.
So they can't pay college students? Was that the issue with profiting off of NCAA? Was they couldn't pay those college students before?
Well, I don't know the intricacies of it, but I know that like since the
rules recently lifted.
Yeah, so now
good on them. Those college players are getting paid.
Yeah, but there's also shitty things about that in my opinion.
No.
There's shitty things about that in my opinion where like, you know,
What is it?
there's only going to be a few college players that are going to get
Picked.
paid, for their likeness and everything, which kind of sucks. It's not, and like the second you bring money into the mix, it becomes a lot different. Where like right now, college athletes are playing for like the passion of the sport and to get into the draft and all that stuff. But you introduce money into that, then like, I don't have to try as hard to get into the draft. I'm getting paid as is. You know what I mean? So
I gotcha. I see.
that's my own personal take on it. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. The next thing that I want to talk about, Jacob, is the Summer Champs. We have the Summer Champs coming out. I do have a video that I want to pull up here. I just have to download it. I forgot to download it before the show.
Dude, I fucking hope Squirrel Squad takes it all. I hope they do. You know who's on that team, Alex?
Who?
Psalm. He got in second at the Fortnite World Cup in the Soul Division.
Mm-hmm.
Got like 1.8 million.
Really?
So he's leading the team. He's been on other teams. He's been in a lot of Valorant play from what I've seen. And the name, the Squirrel Squad, is just so fucking sick.
Yeah.
I hope they do well.
So I apparently this hold on, copyright protected content. Nerd Stream. Hold on.
Yeah, we're trying to bring up the Mitch article. Go Squirrel Squad! Mitch does say at the bottom there, like some teams to look out for. So there's Cloud9 Blue, of course. Rise, which fucking Rise, dude. I'm still sour about losing all of my channel points on game 2 of them versus Sentinels. I'm still so fucking sour on that.
So let's talk about these teams, Jacob, real quick. And for anybody that doesn't know, nerdstreet.com/news has a ton of awesome articles just like this one. And we're recapping all the Summer Champs. Summer Champs are going on right now. The Valorant Summer Champs is going on right now. And the League of Legends Summer Champs is happening this weekend. So with that, Jacob, talk to me about these teams real quick.
Sure. So I was just talking about Squirrel Squad. Ghost did say they are a pretty new team, so hopes for them are relatively low right now because they don't have a lot of chemistry yet. But I'm loving the energy coming in with a cool name like that, just kind of having fun with it. And having Psalm at the helm, I think it's fun. So it could very well, like, they could get a lot of attraction. I'm excited to see their games.
But we got a lot of now for the Summer Champs. There's different ways to qualify. You can qualify through earning points. You can qualify through winning our monthly events, and you can qualify in our last chance qualifier. So there's a few different ways to qualify. That's why you see a lot of mix of different teams. But it's going to be a grudge match, man. We saw this yesterday.
Yeah,
dude. We'll talk about it, but here, real quick.
Right now, I really think so. Some of the big teams, just to kind of figure that out. So Mitch did an awesome article. Kansas City Pioneers also had some really cool things. We even have like fucking Immortals, NRG, and Box
built by gamers.
Those 4 teams I've seen so much of, and honestly, they could go pretty far. I think Rise we can't really count out, even though they didn't do too well in the VCT recently. they still took a map off Sentinels, and I don't think you can knock that. Granted, Sentinels was dicking around, but they still clutched it and won it.
Yeah.
So we got Ghost Gaming, we got Renegades, Virtuoso,
NRG,
Dark Zero,
C9 Blue, Immortals, Ambox, Serenity, Recon, Green Bean.
It's
gonna be a very exciting weekend. So tune in, everybody. It's happening. The action's happening every day. But
it's very exciting, Alex, because this is where players get signed to orgs the majority of the time. If they aren't already in an org, this is like where everyone's watching. This is the stage for people to get cherry picked.
Yeah. And in case you guys didn't know, we also have we also have another show. Everybody, we have another show. Called Esports Meta, where our friend Mitch
hello and welcome
interviews
to Esports Meta, a podcast from Nerd Street Gamer.
Interviews all of these big players. Copyright protected content, dude. Come on.
I thought Mitch just popped into the channel for a second. That scared the shit out of me.
But dude. Esports Meta, you can tune in there. But yeah, so Jacob, did you catch any of the action yesterday? As I reset this copyright protected filter once again.
I didn't, guys. I'm very sorry about that.
What, dude?
I'm very sorry. I didn't yesterday. Yesterday, I ended up playing Valorant. I've been on a grind lately, dude. I'm on a 15 comp win streak right now. I'm going up there. I'm going to be playing in these tournaments soon. It's going to be nuts.
These tournaments? How can you play in the tournaments when you don't scout the competition by watching the games?
Here's the thing, right? I make an alias, okay? Because they're all online. And then if I ever need to get paid once I win, because inevitably I'm going to win. I'm going to 1v5.
Okay.
That alias then, once I go to get paid out, I'll put in someone else's money. Or someone else's account number, you know?
Well,
and then they'll be like,
your secret.
Who is this secret Bagel Boy guy? He's going off. No one knows what he sounds like, what he looks like. Who is he? And then it gets revealed, oh my God, it's someone from Nerd Street. Think of the marketing campaign. You can't beat the nerd.
Can't beat the nerd. That's awesome. That's awesome. So anyway, we had group play yesterday. Tune in today for some more awesome Valorant excitement. This video, they did a good job with this video. Let me see if I can turn it up.
Was this Cody?
Cody and/or Ed. I don't know who edited this one.
G gonna be forced to fight through it. Do they have the angles? Nice guiding line as Will finds one. Make it a second. He's everybody down. Make it 4 on the round. Leaving it all into the hands of AGM once more.
God
so looking
damn.
for close angles, trying to get as deep as they can before doing so. Nice
dude,
Koala coming in deciding this isn't going to be where they take the snipe. No way. He doesn't get it. Oh my God. Koala.
Good for one, or the split up towards mid. Good for one as Will hops onto the site. BBG starting to get cut down as Coach will hop on through and high. Position's gonna be revealed, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't even need to peek to find the frags. The Seekers go through. Will finds one.
Unfortunately, just gets him lined up.
Sits him down.
Wow.
Recon 5, stay back towards spawn.
Oh, I love this spot when you're playing a tube. You get double. And the triple. Woo! Randy Savage coming in hot.
We don't want to see anyone go down on this. We don't want to
Wow. Oh my God. I fucking hate when people hop like that, Alex. It's just not right. It's disrespectful. It's dumb, and it shouldn't be accurate. It's just, come on.
I know.
Come on.
Oh, whoops,
Shout out
wrong
to
one. Mitch is Mitch is not
Magneto.
there. Mitch is not there.
For being a new streamer.
Can I get a shout out? I'm a new streamer. Well, if you're a new streamer, I have one rule for you. You shouldn't go into other streams saying you're a new streamer. That's like going into a movie theater. Like, let's say people are in a movie theater watching Lord of the Rings, right? And you run into the movie theater and you go, "Hey, I just put on Batman in the other theater." That's kind of what you're doing right now. So, sorry.
I always do that. I always go, like, when Demon Slayer was going, I just walk to the front and would be like, "Nezuko-chan! Nezuko-chan!" People like, "Sit the fuck down!" I'd be like, "Nezuko-chan!"
Good God.
Sit the fuck down!
So, Jacob, you wanted to play 12 minutes.
Yeah, guys, it's out today. It's out today. I was gonna play it this weekend. So the League of Legends Summer Champs is coming up. I'm excited for that. I'm super excited for that. So I'm clipping that, making a video over the weekend. So I'm probably gonna play it. God, One Shot 2 I have to play. I got a backlog.
This is one you've been looking forward to, though.
Too. I know. I really want to stream this game. Here, can we watch the trailer again? Can you play with audio? It's such a cool fucking game.
It's a 5-minute trailer, Jacob.
I cannot remember the
I'll tell you
last
when to
time
stop.
we danced.
All right, stop it. I remember the last time they danced, just now.
I have a warrant for your arrest. What's going on?
All right, stop.
No, please. Oh, will you? Please.
Oh God. I might stream this, dude. I think this might break
time
me.
loop game is a unique sort of hell. On the one hand,
A unique sort of hell. Okay.
Yeah, you can stop it. You got 12 minutes. You got 12 minutes, and I think you're just gonna keep experiencing existential crises or real life crises. So we'll see. Unique sort of hell sounds like right. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Jeez. All right.
Yeah, I have to play One Shot Blueberry.
We've got one more story before we jump into the discussion real quick, chat. And it's video game pro controllers. Do we think they are worth it? I will say yes. As somebody who has owned the Xbox Elite controller, the original, and then the Elite 2, I have never used another controller or even been able to use another controller after using these. Are they worth the $180? I say yes, they are. I know that sounds crazy.
Your controllers are sick, dude.
I know that sounds crazy, but listen to me. For those of you that like purchase like $150 keyboards, $180 keyboards or mouse, like invest in yourself. Invest in like a good controller. There's
one more count.
They have I mean, they're just awesome. They offer a lot of versatility and a lot of different. Honestly, like with this controller, I don't have to take my thumbs off the thumbsticks if I want to like punch somebody or jump. Like I just use my fingers that are behind the controller. We talked about this the other day. Scuf did release they are releasing an Xbox Series X and S controller. It looks really nice. It's $200 price tag. But yeah. Yeah, the original Elite controllers are kind of busted. But
I want to get a solid controller. Like I like mine, but it's definitely a little.
I will tell you, dude, there's like weight to them. They feel good. I've never used another controller after getting the one. Plus, it's wireless.
I gotta say, like the added weight does help a lot.
Oh yeah,
it just feels
and the
so
matte
much
finish.
better.
The matte finish, you don't get sweaty.
I do love matte. So it's the whole thing with like you don't play console enough to buy a nice controller. I think that's a weird. I get it, but
it's
there's
an
so
odd
many
justification.
PC games that you can use a controller for. I feel like everyone should have a controller.
Yeah, like I don't even play console, and I have one, and I use
is.
it all the time. So,
stick. Oh, you got stick drift on it.
It's like exactly. But it's a premium controller, like you said. It's like buying an expensive keyboard. Exactly, you're getting that premium experience. And as somebody who has owned two of them, I literally had 2 Elite controllers in my household over the years, and I will tell you, it's worth it. And my one buddy was on the fence a lot about it. He was like, it's so much money. I don't need it. He bought it and he was like, oh my God, I see it now. The grass is in fact greener.
Do you know which one you're going to use for Infinite?
Yeah, the Elite 2.
The Elite 2?
Yeah, so the ones you guys are seeing in the article is the original one. This is the second one.
Ooh.
So it's got like more grip here. It's matte finish.
Yeah, it's crisp.
And the hairline triggers here. I showed you this before, didn't I? Like, here, let's see if I can do this real quick. So the hairline triggers, like, you can, come on, camera, focus. You can push it all the way down, or you can push it halfway down, or you can push it.
Yeah, I love that feature, dude.
And it helps. And then, like, when I'm
moving,
might
survive for a ton of years.
When I'm moving, I'm like, da-da-da-da-da, oh, jump, right? Like, it's a nice controller. Mm-hmm. Well worth it.
It is nice.
And the thumbsticks are adjustable.
Oh, dude, see, I'm worried I'd fuck with that all the time, just as like fidgeting and break it.
And you can adjust the tightness of the swivel too. So it's cool.
Is it screw on or is it magnetic?
This is a magnet, but they're tight magnets. Like, look, I can't pull it off right now. There, it just came off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I mainly wanted to check. What's the difference between that and a SCUF controller?
Well, I've never had a SCUF controller, but I'd imagine they're very similar. Hold on, let me.
Are they just more customizable? Because I know
Yeah,
you can
these are a little more customizable. I don't know about the SCUF controllers because I've never bought one. But what I'm saying is, if you like the SCUF line of controllers, or you want to try a SCUF, like if you're between that or the Elite controller,
Man,
like
it's official.
try one of them.
Yeah. Sweet.
You know, like
all right.
Okay. So hour-long show, but that's okay. Jacob and chat. This is the question we've all been waiting for. Hold on. There's now way too many overlays on the stream for my own good. Okay. What is the ideal competitive experience? Like, what game do you think has the ideal competitive experience? Let me paint this picture right now. Call of Duty's competitive experience fucking sucks. The ladder system, the freaking the seasons, the month-long time period, like, it's terrible. And then I remember back in the day, Jacob, like you said earlier, that structured in-game structured competitive experience. In Halo 2, I remember Halo 2 every Tuesday and Thursday, clan battles in Halo 2, where my clan would go up against another clan. There was like a clan playlist, and the game scheduled a clan match, and we would play together.
Yeah. I think that's something that should definitely be integrated in the perfect, ideal competitive multiplayer experience. 100%. Competitive-wise, I think Rocket League does a very good job of keeping the games very short, keeping everything active. It's very easy to hop into a game to steamroll through, especially if you get a good squad. And if you like someone on the team, pairing up is super easy. So I do really like Rocket League in that aspect. League of Legends, I would have probably fought you on this and saying that it was perfect. I think the ELO system is great. Okay, I think introducing milestones like tier list from bronze to diamond is a good idea. But then when you get to this idea of like doing placement matches and then it's like plus 20, minus 20, you don't need to get that complicated. You can just do one number.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I don't know why nobody like does that. Like, bro, you win in order to go up in Halo 2, okay? If you were level 20, okay? You were 20. If you played really well, it would only be like
I don't like promo series either. Promo series just add unnecessary extra weight and they lead people to just get super toxic.
Yeah.
Like in League, like someone would be like, I'm in my promo. Someone would get first blooded. They would just leave. They'd say, fuck it. And then everyone else gets punished. I really think the reason that they added those tier lists was so that if I'm out and about in public, okay, and this is such a stupid example, and I say, yeah, I'm diamond in League of Legends, you'd be like, okay, he's good. But if I said, yeah, I have 2000 elo, someone would be like, I don't know what that means. I have no reference. Whereas I'd like to think it's almost general knowledge that bronze is shit, diamond is good, you know?
Yeah.
So, I get that. Make it a milestone. Be like, yeah, I'm diamond. That's 1,800. Plat is 1,600. Every 200 you go up. It's just complicated. The ELO system does not need to be this complex. It really doesn't. And I think overcomplicating it makes it so much harder to explain. It's just a good reference match. Saying I want to reach gold is better than saying I want to go to 1754. I agree, Lion. It is so much easier. So add it as a milestone for the ranking system.
Yeah.
That's what I think for ranking wise. I think Elo's deep. Number says there's a problem with that. Tell me, Numbra. What were you going to say, Alex?
So I have to say that, like, in Halo 2, right, when you were level 20 and you wanted to get to level 21, right?
Yeah, like Overwatch.
You would have to win 4 games in a row. If you lost a game, I think it was like if you lost 2 or 3 games, you would go down. If you won 3 or 4, you would go up. And if you played really, really well, like insane KD ratio, it would take two wins to level up. I don't know why people don't explain that. I don't know why
it's not as complex as it needs to be.
I know,
and like it can be explained so simply.
And the other matchmaking thing, like I get the skill-based matchmaking, like matchmaking based on KD ratios. Don't do that. Like just stick to matchmaking based on a player's rank. if player is level 20,
I think it helps people raise then too. If you have a good KD, you're just naturally going to rise. Whereas if you're putting yourself, see, this is so weird to explain too, because you run into so many issues. But I do believe, like, let's say I'm in silver and I'm fucking plowing. I got like a 3.2 KD in Valorant, right? Next game I go into, they pair me with everyone else with a 3.2 KD. It's just going to be a shit show. Everyone's going to be competing to be that top fragger. Whereas you could just match me with everyone of the same elo, and then I naturally rise while they stay.
I know.
It's so weird. So I will say, like, Overwatch did a cool thing too, where depending on your role, you had 3 separate ranks. I love that for games that have ranking systems. But for something like Halo, where everyone's kind of the same, Valorant's interesting. I've heard people say, like, I want there to be 4 different ones for roles. I don't want that at all, dude. I do not want there to be...
Yeah, that is an interesting one.
I don't want to be like a Sentinels rank and stuff like that. I know when you're getting recruited, a lot of people would be like, hey, we want a Sentinels player to play those roles. Yeah. But I don't want that. That just wouldn't work. Valorant system it's still flawed. It's mainly this idea of placements that bothers me a little bit. I do like that there's not placements in Valorant, though. You just pop up. Yeah. So it's a little bit easier. Most games have at least go ahead.
No, go ahead. You were reading it anyway.
Have at least solo and group rankings. Some have even role rankings as well as Dota 2 and CSGO, for example. That's true, and I really do like that. You'll notice in a lot of games, CSGO is funny. When you play as a 5-stack and you play against another 5-stack, there's a whole different dynamic. It's either both teams are dicking around or you're both try-harding.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love it. Duo queue for Val would be interesting as well.
Like I said, I don't know why matchmaking all of a sudden is so freaking complicated than what it used to be. Like, granted, I'm not the one who codes it, so like there's probably little nuances that make everything the reason they are today. But like, what I do know is the Call of Duty ranking system is horrid, absolutely horrid. It's just not good. And I think on top of that, why try and fix what ain't broke type of thing? Like,
how do you feel about commendations? So what League did for a while, I think they still do it, but at the end of the game, it'll pop up and you can rate someone as a good teamwork, stayed cool, or like...
I like that.
Something else. And then at the end of the season or whatever it is, you get like a little extra bonus. I feel like it's weird to incentivize it in a way.
I mean...
Like, just incentivize being a decent person, because it's like, you're going to probably upvote someone anyway, and just to be like, oh, I'm doing this so I get a Morgana skin at the end of the season. Yeah. Isn't that a little weird?
Yeah, it is odd, but I think that kind of encourages people to not be toxic. I know it probably doesn't work very well, but it probably encourages people to not be toxic. Like, oh, like, I want to, I planted the bomb 5 times in this match. Like, I want people to be able to kind of see that, like, flex a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like individual stats like that, I think could be neat. Overwatch doesn't really incentivize it, but I get votes all the time when I never said a word. I did too, and it's because they give you XP for it, so you get more loot boxes. So it's just like, I'll be honest, at the end of every Overwatch game, I commend everyone. Gotta be careful with commendations. Groups that downvote someone together can upset a system if abused.
Yeah, that's also true. I don't know. There's a lot here to unpack. This more or less came from the fact that I want to. I say not including LAN because I think LAN's fantastic. I mean, there's no better
environment.
There's no better environment.
Absolutely.
And I miss the old ranking system in Halo 2 and 3. Granted, I haven't really played ranked Valorant, so ranked Valorant might be similar to what that used to be, but like I have played ranked Call of Duty, and it's so freaking complicated. Like, there's ladder systems, there's like week-long seasons.
I've been
it's just not fun.
Numerous times by you and Jake, and I still don't know what the fuck is going on.
That's because we probably don't either. It's not very. So everybody.
What about reports?
Everybody put down what you think is your best. Everybody put down what you think is your best ranking, your best ranked experience in a game. Everyone put that down. I'm gonna obviously, you already heard me say it, but oh man, I have to log in. Damn it. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go with Halo 2.
What's the question you want to do?
Like everybody put what you think is the best, what you think has the best competitive multiplayer experience in chat. I don't know. And like, that's the thing. Like, I get really nervous about the way Halo 5 was structured. I get really nervous about Infinite, and I have a feeling Infinite's going to be very similar to 5. I just like...
Chess's ranking system is perfect, actually, Alex. It's simple. It's very, very easy because it's 1v1.
Chess, I can get down with that. Halo 2 or 3 or StarCraft 2. I've heard StarCraft is very good with their ranking. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Like I said, and that's another thing, like skill-based matchmaking. Like, matchmake me somebody who also is level 20, who wins and loses about the same amount I do, type of thing. Like, don't do KDA. Don't do that shit. Because here's what happens. I play with somebody who has like a 2.0 KDA, and I have a 1.2 KDA, and all of a sudden I'm getting clapped. You know what I mean? Rocket League. I've heard really good things about Rocket League.
I think that's where I'll go with too, Mega.
Yeah? I
really do think so. Rocket League is great too because it's one of the few competitive games that you can zone out to music while you're playing. Because people kind of rarely use voice chat anyway in Rocket League.
Rocket League. Wow. A lot of people say Rocket League. Blueberry says Overwatch, though they don't really play much else. Although, no, you said Overwatch isn't very good. But you don't play much else competitively. Okay. I don't know, man. I don't know. This was just a question I wanted to bring up.
How do you deal with reports, by the way?
What?
So it takes a lot for me to report someone, and I think because of how rarely I do it, it's a more powerful report. Anytime I give a report out, like I get a notification within a day, like that player has been punished in some way.
If somebody is, I have a very, I'm pretty like relaxed about a lot of things, but there's few things that I do not fuck with. If somebody is being racist or like extremely inappropriate or disrespectful to somebody else in the lobby, I'll report that person. Like I was in a Splitgate lobby the other day, and they were shouting like racial slurs and everything. I'm like, why do you think that's okay? Why do you think that's okay?
Mm-hmm. Dude, honestly, the thing that gets me going more than anything else is when someone very young, and you can usually tell they're like, it's probably between like 8 and 15, right?
Yeah.
Whenever they say something, it's just communications, and you can hear it in their voice that like they're not confident about their voice. They know they're gonna get made fun of, and someone just ridicules them. I can't fucking stand that. That gets me fired up more than anything else because they're doing nothing but trying to play the game and getting ridiculed for something they can't control.
Oh,
same thing with like girls. Like, God, I'll have someone say like, it's always. They'll say anything, and then they'll be like, "You want to queue up later? You want to just be like my heel slut or something?" I'm just saying, they're like, Jesus Christ.
Fuck that.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, women get the same thing except age doesn't matter. Yeah.
I just like. The shitty thing is, man, and I'm fortunate I don't have to deal with that. Like, I can't even imagine. Like, I give female gamers so much freaking credit because the amount of shit that they have to put up with is just, it's mind-boggling.
It takes a lot of mental.
What kind of shitty ass parents do you have that you go into these lobbies and talk like that? Like, no, you know what the thing is? They're probably fucking single too. You know that they probably definitely don't have a relationship because if they did. We're going down a rabbit hole. There's one other thing I wanted to say, but I can't remember what it was.
I'm trying to think of like the big competitive games that I played. I did Pokemon Showdown for a while too. So that system's kind of weird because you can make as many accounts as you want, so it struggles with a lot of Smurfs. Because it's an elo system, so it's like you win plus 100 or whatever, and until you get to like 1400, that's when you're actually in an elo. Like 1000 to 1400 is just a Wild West. You'll play like people who are just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So they're like gatekeeping the gold level essentially, which is funny. Pokemon's awful because of Nintendo's online system.
I just like, you think, I hope that in the next few years, the ideal system comes into play. I get it, esports is still in its infancy, but like, that's why people prefer LAN, because you're not going to call people those names. You're not going to talk like that in person, or else you're probably going to get jumped. Like,
if you say something like that in person on LAN, you will have 4 people turning around
and punching you in the face.
Shut the fuck up.
Literally. All right. Good conversation, chat. Especially in Philly, yeah.
Especially in Philly,
I mean, just like, be a good person. Don't be the shitbags that are all over the internet. Come on. I think everybody in this chat can agree on that. Except Lame Maps, he's a shitbag. Okay, so, chat, that has been Loaded Tune episode 120. Damn. By the way, like I said, guys, we're going to be introducing a new feature into the show, a new segment where you'll be able to call in. You'll join our Discord, hop into the live room, and call in and kind of air your frustrations, get the conversation going. I have no idea what the intricacies of it are, but Jacob, myself, and Leary, who you met the other day, are going to be working through that to try and figure out what the best way to approach that is. But it should be fun. It should add some extra oomph to the channel and everything. Kind of like when you listen to radio talk shows, sports radio talk shows, if anybody does, how, like, you know, during an Eagles game, fans will be calling up and going, yo, fuck this quarterback. I can't wait till we get rid of him. Blah, 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 blah. So, anyway, Leary. Yeah, dude, Poopy's Leary. Poopy's Leary. Poopy's Leary.
Yeah, I'm convinced you're Leary now.
Poopy's
I just
Leary.
am.
Yeah, why else would you yell Leary? Why, like, if I was Poopy, I wouldn't yell Leary.
Don't sweat about your voice line. I'm sure it's great.
All right, everybody.
But thank you guys so much. We'll catch you guys later on Tuesday. I don't believe we have a Let's Play planned tomorrow.
No.
So, that being said, see you guys
Toodaloo,
Tuesday.
everybody.
See ya.